Hola YouTube, this is AcquaNINJA coming at you again with the max overexposure a car etiquette video. I didn't think about this, but you know what? There's a lot of people that have this niche field of like supercars, hypercars. When you get into that realm, it gets really specific about how car terminology is. Remember to subscribe to this video because that would really help me out. Alright, now that I'm done begging for likes, yeah, think about it, alright? So, cars are pronounced certain ways, right? So let's think about like the Porsche, right? Most people, I would say 90% of people, especially that are just like random people, random straw pick people, would say Porsche, right? The correct pronunciation of that word is Porsche, right? And it's very posh, right? It's a very posh way to say it. In most contexts, that would not really make too much of a difference if you said Porsche or Porsche. It doesn't make a real big difference, right? But to car purists, that's like that's a sin. You know what I mean? Like it's like he said Porsche. Like he's one of those guys. He's a pleb, you know? Like and they really might say some stuff like that about you. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's typical pleb. Lamborghini, okay? Since Lamborghini is an Italian, but you know, we kind of got parts from these places and we love to, you know, have a little Spanish influence in it. They always have weird names for cars, right? Different generations always have different iterations of famous bulls, right? Especially their V12 line, like, you know, the Countach or the Diablo or the Murcielago, right? Or they're the last, the Aventador. You don't really have to say it like that. But these cars have a very unique, elegant way that they're written and they're supposed to be spoken, you know? Like Guyardo is a perfect example, right? It's G-A, it's going to be on the screen anyway. But that word right there, if you didn't know any better, you would say Gallardo, right? And a lot of people say it like that, right? Like it's nothing wrong about saying it that way. That's how it looks, right? That's how the looks. But obviously they go with the Spanish pronunciation, which means the double L's make a Y sound or a Y sound, which changes that word to Guyardo, right? So the correct pronunciation is Guyardo. But to me, it's like the posh way to pronounce it, one, and two, it's kind of like the PC 2017 way to think about things. Like a lot of people are like offended these days by like the smallest of things. Like I feel like any video can kind of go both ways. Like even like small things like just make people like get butthurt about things. And it's like, you know what? That is gonna inspire me to make you want to get butthurt. Like I want to be that internet meme troll guy, like who does that. Which I probably will put out a video pretty soon that is gonna get a lot of like backlash, which I'm gonna do pretty soon, just for that very reason. But think about it. There's so many things in a car world that are like very niche and they are pronounced a certain way. In that same realm of Lamborghini, the Huracan, right? I would just say Huracan. Like it's literally spelled right there. And why would you pronounce it the correct way? Like it's I know it sounds like, why wouldn't you pronounce it the correct way? But in a case of cars, it's so not like validated that it's like you don't need to be so politically correct in everything that you do and everything you say, because if you want to be technical, there's so many words that even these people pronounce wrong, but nobody's gonna be like, well, you pronounced that word wrong. You know, if you want and looked up the language of origin and then looked up the actual phonetic pronunciation of that word, you're probably saying that something's wrong, right? There's no way that you can pronounce every word right, especially because each word has a different country of origin, which means it's gonna have a different pronunciation on the way that the letters are freaking, you know, language and dialects and accents and blah 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 blah. So long story short, in that same vein, you should not critique people on how they pronounce words, even if they say words wrong. Just let them have it. All right, this isn't coming from anything personal, but I see it all the time, like especially when I'm watching car videos. It'll be a guy who will say like Huracan, and then it'll be like a girl says Huracan, and you know, like in the same video, like, and I'm like, you know, some people are gonna be in the comments and they'll be like, well, she pronounced it wrong or he pronounced it right or whatever, and it's like, do we really care about that? is that really that big of a deal that they have how they want to pronounce that word? Like, maybe she knows. Like, obviously she hangs out with them, so she probably knows. Just a random example. This has been AcquaNINJA, and I brought you a new video. I'm probably gonna bring you so many new videos. You're probably gonna be like, damn, this guy's actually trying to upload stuff. Don't know why, but yes, with the max overexposure. All right, to clarify, the reason why I do this is because like the natural light in my room is actually this way, so now I look like an angel, which is kind of the whole point of it. Since the light's coming from this way, clearly it would make me look super dark, right? So I could just reposition and put the camera that way, and then I wouldn't have to worry about the exposure. But I like this side because it's kind of like the projector's right here, the lights right there, and then the other lights right there. So it's just way easier recording wise to record in this direction versus that direction. So screw the light, I'm gonna make artificial light, and that's how we're working this. Thank you guys for watching this video. Remember to comment, rate, subscribe, do whatever you do. Hopefully you guys have a nice day, safe, be thoughtful, and I'm definitely gonna find you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You guys have an Aqua day.